He looked like a quiet grandfather on a Sunday walk. Yet, in the shadows of New York, that quiet man moved entire crime families with a whisper. This is the rise of Carlo Gambino, the boss who proved that silence can be the sharpest weapon. Our story begins in Sicily, where young Carlo learned that power lives behind closed doors. By 1921, he slips into America, hidden among crates, lands in New York, and reads the streets like a second language. He is small, polite, almost invisible. He joins the world of bootleg liquor and cash that flows faster than the law can follow. The city is a chessboard. Carlo studies every piece. The names around him are giants: Joe Masseria, Lucky Luciano, Meyer Lansky. Later, the Mangano brothers and the fearsome Albert Anastasia. New York is split into families. Alliances shift. Bullets settle arguments. Carlo watches, waits, and takes notes. He is arrested only once in 1937 for tax evasion and serves under 2 years. Then he fades again, careful and patient. In the 1940s, the country is focused on war. The mob is focused on profit. Carlo grows his network quietly, while others chase headlines and heat. Inside the Mangano family, tension turns into blood. In 1951, both Vincent and Philip Mangano are found dead. Albert Anastasia steps up as boss. Anastasia is explosive and proud. Gambino smiles, nods, and stays in the corner of the room. Disrespected, underestimated, waiting. October 25, 1957, a Manhattan barbershop. Shots crack the mirrors. Albert Anastasia drops to the tile. The city whispers one name: Gambino. Whether he pulled the strings or simply caught the wind at the perfect moment, Carlo slides into the top seat. Don Carlo, the man of few words, now runs the most powerful family in America. His rules are simple: keep violence low, keep money steady, keep your face out of the paper. He plants trusted men at the docks and around JFK Airport. He mixes legitimate businesses with illicit routes, so the books look clean even when the cargo is not. He tells his captains to smile and pay their taxes. He tells his soldiers to speak less and listen more. But power always draws a knife. Joe Bonanno hatches a plan to remove Gambino and his ally Tommy Lucchese. The triggerman chosen is Joe Colombo. Here is the twist. Colombo walks straight to the targets and tells them about the plot. That confession flips the board. Bonanno loses standing. Colombo is rewarded with his own family. Gambino does not roar. He rearranges the room with a nod. The truth about Gambino unfolds in moments like these. Clues hide in his patience. He lets rivals brag while he counts their friends. He is never first through a door. He is always the last to leave. Red herrings distract the police and the press.
Flashy mobsters soak up the headlines and the handcuffs. The quiet old man slips by in a dark coat and a hat. Even legends age. Through the 1960s and early 1970s, the FBI turns up the pressure. New laws give prosecutors longer reach. Carlo retreats deeper into safe houses and back rooms. He avoids wiretaps by avoiding words. Inside the family, he favors business over bravado. Near the end, he makes a choice that surprises many. He names Paul Castellano to succeed him, a move that plants seeds of anger in younger, hungrier men. October 15, 1976. Carlo Gambino dies of a heart attack in his own bed. No shootout, no prison death. Just an old man exhaling after half a century of control. His empire does not vanish with him.
it shifts. A few years later, John Gotti rides the spotlight and the headlines. That light burns hot. It brings the fall that Gambino spent a lifetime avoiding. What remains is a lesson that echoes beyond organized crime. Power is not always loud. Sometimes it is the quiet hand on the table, the pause before the move, the patience to wait for everyone else to make a mistake. Carlo Gambino built a dynasty by staying small, staying still, and letting the world come to him. In a city that celebrates noise, the most dangerous voice belonged to a man who barely spoke.